Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Super Well podcast. I'm Jose, your host.
And I'm William Aguilera, your co-host, and today we're going to be talking about credit cards, how we started, what we recommend doing.
And all the fake stuff like, is buying a chain really helping your credit? Of course not. So, with that being said, here's mine, 746. That way you guys don't say I'm
Here's
just...
mine, 752.
Not bad.
Not bad, yeah, not bad for, I think I started it like 2 years ago, so not bad for 2 years.
And I started mine 4 years ago. So, that's why it's a little bit higher. But, I mean, with that being said, check it out right here. So, the first things for credit, let's see, credit cards, right? So, if you have no credit at all, and if you apply for a credit card, you're most likely not going to get it. So, pretty much what you have to do is get a secured credit card, which just basically means you give the bank the $300 that they're going to give you in credit, and that means you'll get it for sure.
Yeah, I started off with the Discover, and it was a secured credit card. I put $500 down. Then 6 months later, if I was paying everything on time using it, then they gave me the $500 back, and then they gave me an actual credit line, which I think it was like a start off at $1,000, but now it's increased.
Yeah, so definitely always remember that secured credit card, because I had the same job as one of our friends, John. We were making the same money, and he applied for a credit card. He got it. I applied for a credit card, and I didn't get it. And I was so confused as to why not, and he didn't tell me it was a secured credit card. So.
And if you don't get it, those are big dings on your credit card.
Yeah, so, and then with that being said, so basically, we're going to go base it off the basics. So, a basic credit score is based off payment history, as you guys can see right here. Your payment history, the amount of debt you owe, length of history, and new credit that you're adding, and then the credit mix. So the payment history is obviously the most important one, because if you miss a payment, it affects you up to 7 years.
And then not only that, but you always got to keep they always recommend keeping the oldest credit card you have. What would you be? Activated. So that way, since that's the longest term of payment history you have, it always looks better. So yeah, I haven't closed any of mine since I started.
And that's why I struggled with too. So I started my credit 4 years ago. I have like 3 credit cards from 4 years ago. And I kind of missed that in the beginning. So I kept on getting more and more credit cards. And I have an average of 2 years and 2 months of credit when I've had a credit card for 4 years. Because I mixed in the new credit, and it gives you like an average. So if you guys are early 18 years old, try to start everything as soon as possible. That way your age history could just grow. So basically, then that's the payment history, right?
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but even before you're 18, because you have to be 18 to get your first credit card.
Yeah.
Right? So even before that, you could do a cosign. Get a cosign account with your parents, or I don't know, someone you really trust, your brother, something that has a good credit score, and it helps you out, helps them out too. So, well, it doesn't really help them out, but it helps you out.
Yeah, and it's basically authorized user. With credit cards, I mean, you could do it if your parents are pretty trustworthy, but that's kind of like a lifetime thing. If they add you on a car, as soon as they pay the car off, then you're pretty much on your own. So that's good there too. But authorized user, I mean, it's like the biggest cheat code. I hooked up a few friends here and there. Of course, I'm going to charge them because it's a big benefit. So they had no credit at all. I co-signed them on one of my credit cards. My credit card has a year and 3 months of age history and perfect payments. So when they open their app, what's going to come up? A year and 2 months of perfect payments and a 720 credit score from the get-go. So yeah, that's a pretty cool hack.
Yeah, even if they did it like a month.
Yeah.
A month before your year and 2 months.
So that would be, what part is that?
That would be payment history.
Oh yeah, payment history. Yeah, payment history. Keep your history, and then amount of debt. Right.
This one's super important. You gotta be smart with it. You gotta make sure you have enough funds even before you buy it.
Yeah, guys, come on. That one's easy. I mean, I know a friend that has one credit card with a $500 limit on it, and he's using $400. So he's using, let's say, about 90% of his credit that he has available. So if your credit that you have available, you're using 90%, is going to go way down.
Super.
On the other hand,
I
have $20,000, and I'm using $6,000 of credit card debt, and I'm at 22%. So I have a better credit score than him because I have more credit to use. So that's
Yeah,
pretty
and the more
simple too.
credit cards you have, it combines them. So just because,
Hmm.
say you have one credit card with $1,000 credit line limit, and you have another one for $500, it combines them. So you got a total of 1,500 credit line limits. So it helps out having more credit cards, but at the same time, you gotta be smart about opening
Hmm.
up new credit cards because every time you open one up, even though you get approved, you always get dinged for it too. It goes down a few points.
Yeah, try to calculate. I mean, it takes a few work. You investigate it for like a couple of days, then you put in some work for a couple of weeks, and then you're pretty much set for a long time.
Like, what's your utilization rate on it?
Right now I'm at 22%, which is $6,000, and I have around $20,000 available credit. But if you just have $5,000 and you're using four, then your credit would be worse than mine.
Yeah, I mean, I recommend I think the basic is keeping your utilization rate, which is how your credit line using just 30% of it or
Hmm.
less. I keep mine at 5% or less.
Yeah, if you're over 30, it kind of affects you in a negative way. So keep that under 30%, and you should be good all the time. Now, do you have any tips on like the credit card points, how they could benefit you as well?
Yeah, I'm really a big proponent about using points. Right now I have the Chase Sapphire, I got the Amex Gold, and then I got my old Discover one, and I got the Amex Gold. I think it was just before December, so it was just in time because every time you get a new credit card, you need to spend X amount of money. For that one, I think it was $6,000 in the first 6 months. So, I mean, I put everything on my credit card for Christmas, so that helped out a lot. Then bought a new laptop for work, so tax write off and
You get some
helped out
points
my
on there.
credit. Yeah, get my points. Yeah, for my Amex, and each one is different. Discover card has like a every quarter they have a different percentage of points that go to it or cashback, because some are cashback and some are points. My Discover one is a cashback card, so that one gives me like 2% or 3% cashback on purchases that I get, and depending if I get them at a grocery store, it could be a 3% cashback, or gas sometimes is 5, and that's something you check every quarter. So that way they change it every quarter.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's like a supermarkets will give you 5% cash back, but if you check in next quarter, it will be like a 1%. So a good tip on that is if you know that you're gonna spend, if you know how much groceries you buy and stuff like that, you could always buy gift cards in that quarter, and use say maxes out because Discover maxes out like $5,000 for grocery purchases in that quarter, and once you reach that 5,000, then it's 1% after that. And since you can't use it throughout the whole year, it's a good tip is to buy credit gift cards, and then you could just use those gift cards throughout the year, and you would spend those $5,000 within that quarter, so it counts. The 3% cash back would go towards the 5,000, and you have gift cards for the rest of the year. You just use. So that's a good tip. But points, what? Yeah, we get welcome bonus points
Hmm.
too. The one I'm going for right now is the Chase Sapphire one, since that's my newest one, and that one spent 4,000 under 3 months, and I get 80,000 bonus points, and I could use that on flights or even Amazon. The other day when I
Hmm.
was ordering stuff, it said use your American Express points, and but yes,
Yeah, there's everyone's some of the basic ones kind of just offer cash rewards. Like if you spend $1,000, they give you $300. So take advantage of that and apply for some cards that offer really good bonuses.
yeah, check out the welcome bonuses and see which one favors you, and if you have enough funds to pay it
Hmm.
off, then definitely do it, and make sure you use the points and get the most of it, or the cash back,
And
whichever
be
card you prefer.
responsible, guys. Don't freaking.
Yeah, well, I mean, what card do you prefer, like cashback cards or points?
Um, when you're spending a lot of money, I think points. Like in the beginning when I was younger, since I wasn't spending a lot of money consistently, I just cared about the cash back. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm not spending, $2,000 a month when the points would benefit me in that way. So I'd just be like, okay, I spend $2,000 in 3 months and they give me $300 back, then that's what I would go for. But now that I spend a little more money, I think the points are well worth it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has a different preference. Me, I like using the points because I could use it on flights and stuff like that, travel.
And then let's see. So something funny about payment history that not a lot of people know is I mean, I learned it about 2 years ago, and I was building credit for 2 years, so it took me a while to learn that as well. But it's very simple. They think if you miss your payment on the due date, you're pretty much done for, right? If you miss a payment, it's bad for your 7 years. But no, it actually means if you're 30 days late from that due date, it's gonna affect you. So if you miss the due date, which let's say it's January 7th, and you pay it January 10th, you'll just pay the late fee, but it's not gonna ding your credit. When they'll ding your credit if you pay it 30 days late, and that's what it's gonna affect you 7 years. Because I mean, unfortunately, I have some friends who are like, oh, well, I didn't make the payment. I mean, I just didn't pay it at all. I'm like, dude, you had 30 days to make what? Minimum payments are like $30, $40, and now they're pretty much screwed for 7 years. So make sure you guys make your payments.
Yeah, that's something I didn't know, but then again, I have the where it automatically pays it.
Yeah.
Just in case I do
Set it on
forget.
auto pay.
Set it on auto pay
easy.
just in case I forget. At least pay the minimum. But
And then something very interesting too is a lot of people say just buy a gold chain to help your credit, or buy a bed or buy furniture. That's honestly horrible advice, because when you buy a chain, they open a credit card. They open a credit line. Let's say this beautiful 14 karat chain right here was $1,000, right? So they're gonna give me a credit line of $1,000 because the chain's 1,000. So it means my credit is maxed out. I'm using $1,000 of that $1,000 available. So that's bad for my credit. And then once I pay this off, that thing is pretty much gonna be useless. I'm gonna have to keep on buying chains so it can kind of benefit me. So that doesn't really help there. You're pretty much better off getting a credit card, getting the chain on the credit card, then paying the $1,000 off, because you could use a credit card for different things. The chain account is just for pretty much the jewelry store. Same things with beds.
so
And
by
mattresses.
chain you mean like getting credit cards from like a department stores? Like
Yeah. Well, department stores, because you're not gonna use them often.
yeah.
The point of a credit card to keep a good credit score is that you kind of use it consistently. Which credit cards you can use on food, gas, whatever you want. But if you go to buy a chain at the jewelry store, whatever it's called, then it's only gonna be for say it for me.
Jewelry?
Yeah, it's only gonna be for that. So
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Because
gotta
you could always open up an in-store credit like Best Buy or Victoria's Secret, but
yeah, Best Buy. Yeah, Best Buy is cool, especially if you're always shopping for underwear. And Victoria's Secret is good as well. What else? So
dude, that sounded like it said like you meant you shop for underwear at Best Buy.
I know I meant to sound like that. Pay attention, guys. Victoria's Secret. I have mine at Costco. Champion underwear.
You said you buy Victoria's Secret underwear?
No, Champion. All right, then pretty much. That's pretty much what else? Length of credit history, new credit card,
yeah.
credit mix.
Again, like we said, don't cancel your old credit cards because they want history.
Oh, yeah.
So the length of your credits plays a big part into it.
Yeah, that's why like they tell you at the bank, okay, you gave me your money for a secured credit card. Like he got the Discovery one, I got the U.S. Bank. At U.S. Bank, they gave me the option to just give me my $300 back, but it'll close my account. And I mean, naturally, pretty much anyone would do that, right? Oh, I'll give you my $300. You're gonna give them back, and then my account closes, and that's bad because it's gonna affect your length of credit history. So don't do that. Just keep it active, even if you're using $2-3 a month on it. Just keep it rotating.
Yeah, when I first opened mine, I was using it just for like literally just packs of gum because I want to keep my utilization rate less than 5%. So
yeah, it's looking pretty, and then we could eventually get to the 800, right?
yeah, let's look at the 850. 850 is a goal. So just like we stated before, I mean, the next topic is new credit. So new credit is just opening up a new credit line, whether that's an auto loan or something.
It's gonna affect you.
It's gonna affect
a little
you.
bit. I mean, I'll go down like 5 points.
But then again, if you manage your credit correctly, that's nothing to worry about. You're gonna as long as you pay everything on time and do everything that's necessary to keep it up, then you're fine. You're gonna make those points up back soon.
Like literally, these move it a couple of points. What's gonna move it a lot is, like we said, the utilization rate. You could waste $1,000 one month. It'll go all the way down like 30 points. If you pay it off the next month, it'll go right back up. Everything else just affects it very little.
The thing that I do too is I use for like my credit cards that have a credit line on it. Even if you use 100% of it, so say it's a $1,000 credit line and you use $1,000, as long as you pay those, say you pay $990 and only $10 is left on your statement, the credit card companies don't look at you every day. They just look at it whenever the statement comes out, so it's gonna look like you only spent $10.
Yeah.
So as long as you pay off the $1,000 in this case, in this scenario, as long as you pay those off, you're gonna be fine. and just leave $10 over, so that way it shows that you're still using the credit card.
And guess what, guys? If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments or just ask Google for more detailed answers. Because that's pretty much all it is, dude. All the information is there. You guys just really need to put it into action. And, I mean, if your parents tell you no, just go ahead and do it. I had one of my cousins that told him to get a credit card. And his mom was like, don't get a credit card. You're going to get into debt. And I'm like, bro. And then guess what? This was 2 years ago, and now he hit me up if I could co-sign him. Now, like, oh, boy. No,
Yeah, I know.
sorry,
Yeah, my parents, when I first told them I was getting a credit card, they thought I was going to be super in debt. And
yeah, I mean,
I'm just managing it.
I'm not in debt at all. Just $6,000. I was kidding. But it's on good equipment, guys. And then
yeah, you gotta move up, so I always start getting metal cards because those are the nice ones.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys seen the random TikToks of people just buying stuff with their Amex points where they have like $100,000 in points. But that's when you spend a lot of money a month. But they're all business expenses.
Or you take advantage of the bonus points.
Yeah, you get a lot of money for free. I mean, we really need to start doing the flying thing. I'm looking to get 2 big loans right now, so I'm not really messing a lot with the points. But as soon as I get those 2 loans, I'm gonna be straight getting points.
Yeah, I'm going on a trip with the friends, some family soon, and I paid for my flight with my points. So
damn, that's sexy.
Nothing out of pocket.
That's hot. Ask. All right, and then we got credit mix, right? So credit mix, like we said, it's not chains. It's credit cards and car loans, home loans and all that stuff. So just try to build it as best as you can. I currently just have 1 car loan and 3 credit cards. No house loan yet because I can't afford it.
I'm the same. And yeah, banks want to see that you have a diverse credit like portfolios to show that you're still responsible, whether it's a car loan or credit loan, and you've been approved for other things, which gives you more payment history and stuff like that too.
Okay, so that's pretty much it. To round it up, let's name like the top factors of credit again, just so you guys don't give me the excuse that you guys have bad credit. So number 1 being the utilization rate. Always keep it under 30.
30%. Unless if you keep it under 5, it moves up a lot.
Yeah, it's smoother. Yeah. Shouldn't keep it over 30, but all right. So keep that under 30. Try to keep your old credit cards activated because it's gonna help with your points as well.
And you still gotta use them because
you have.
When I opened my Amex one, I was just using that one, and I didn't use my Discover card, and like I was barely moving up in points, and it wasn't until I started using my Discover one that shot up again. So
yeah,
you gotta keep using it.
Stay active. Then it's that length of history. Then new credit. Be mindful of the new credit cards you're gonna be adding to your credit history.
Do your research.
Try to get the points, bonuses as much as you can, and credit mix, of course.
Yeah. Like we said, we recommend getting a secure credit card. If you can't do that, then see if someone could co-sign you. That'd probably be the best way to start off.
And then what's it called? And then we're gonna end it with. I don't know if I want to add this into this podcast. Or can we make an episode about this, or just? That's pretty much it. This short episode. You guys have been asking for it. The 2 people that like commenting on the videos, asking for the credit, for the credit tips. That's pretty much it, guys. Get your credit straight so you guys could buy a house soon and go from there. Let me know if you guys want to learn about real estate or anything like that. We're gonna pretty much talk about some topics and then bring some experts in that industry. That's pretty much our game plan. So,
or even if you guys have any topic ideas you guys recommend or want to learn more about. If we know about them, we'll talk about them. If not, we'll bring an expert in so that way we could interview them and get all your guys' questions answered.
And then just letting you guys know, every week we don't post a video. It means it was a failed attempt. But we're here every weekend recording. And if Gabe is watching this, sorry, bro. I'll get your video out soon. Still messes up.
We still owe you one.
That was a great video. Great interview, by the way. But that's pretty much it, guys. We're tuning out.
So thanks. Thank you guys for watching.
See you guys.